It's Finn and Jason back again. All right, Jason.
Hello, Finn. Hello, everyone.
We say back again. We've done a few practice ones, but today we're going to do almost like a sort of radio format. We've got a few little sections to fit in. Jason's going to helm a few, and so am I. So no, it's good to be back. Well, as I said, you haven't even heard from us yet, but it's good to be back from our point of view. Anything to say, Jason?
No, just looking forward to this.
Jason's got his Werther's Originals out. He's got some fake Werther's Originals that we're eating.
Alpine Liebers.
And but they're actually pretty good. Anyway, so let's get on with the show. Okay, so this section's called Room 101. I'm sure most people are pretty familiar with it. Obviously, it's based on the novel, George Orwell novel, 1984. People went in Room 101, never came out, I think. And there was also a little sort of comedy quiz show about people just... Now it's basically become synonymous with talking about things you hate that you want to banish forever. Me and Jason hate quite a lot of things. Would you say that's true, Jason?
Yep, we're bitter middle-aged men.
I reckon you might even have less hatred than me.
No, I've got a lot of built-up rage.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I guess once you get to like 41 or even
42
now.
Actually 42.
Yeah, 42 now. Yeah, I guess things do make you rage a bit. So this is the first one. Jason's going to take it over. Go on, mate.
All right.
What would you like to put in Room 101 today, and I'll see if I agree or not.
Old people.
Well, all of them?
Pretty much all of them. Now, I have to be careful how I word this, because a lot of my family are getting on in their years, but I'm talking about self-aware old people, basically.
All right, that is all of them. But go on.
Okay.
No, go on.
So, like, I'll give an example. I was cycling down the road the other day, and this old man was just like on a Zimmer frame walking down the middle of the road, like blocking all the traffic and stuff like that. No, I think, like, I love old people, don't get me wrong, they're awesome, right? But there's a time and maybe that they should go, this is during peak time now as well, right? So I was like, maybe.
Was he alright?
No, he was grand. He was just, he was after doing the shopping in the market.
But he seemed all
But he
there.
probably started off at 8 o'clock in the morning, and this was now 6 o'clock in the evening, and it had taken him so long to get like 2 apples and a fucking pear.
Did he have his shopping with him?
Yeah. He was like tied to the Zimmer frame, and he was like, think.
Alright.
But like, I'm just saying, like, would they not like think a little bit like, maybe I should get out of people's way until, like, I know I'm very, like, if I'm in somebody's way, I'll try and get out of their way, but like, no, it was just plow on down the...
I think when you get to that age, you do probably realise, but you just think...
Fuck him.
Yeah. Like,
so, look, but I was saying it to Angel the other day.
And that's why I'm inclined to disagree with you about putting old people in this room, because I'm looking forward to when I can do that.
Okay.
To be honest, but go on.
No, but I'm the opposite. I'm like, what I kind of have been proposing. I don't know why I've been proposing a solution to this, but I've been saying, why don't we like cordon off like a field or something, like a very nice field now, right? A lovely field next to like a beach or something, and like nice little houses, and leave them all go and like.
Just wandering around.
Flim-flam around inside. They have houses, don't get me wrong, and they'll be well looked after. There'll be lots of food, but they're just kind of... Then when we want to go we go and visit them when we want to go and visit them. They're like in a... It's not, I won't say a prison for old people, but... It's going to be like a paradise for old people. Like
you said a field. That was your word.
Yeah, but it's going to be a nice field.
Or will there be... Where can they all go do his shopping?
Oh, there'll be a shop there, yeah. They'll have everything, like. It's a field with stuff in it.
I can imagine that'd be carnage. They'll all just be bumping into each other.
But at least they're just bumping into each other. They're not bumping into us, like.
That's true. I suppose, is it just a question of being out and about, or do they want...
No, I know.
Maybe they want to be involved in normal life.
See, that's the thing, like, but...
So that guy's just like, I'm going in the middle of the road because I want somebody to talk to me.
No, and it's also, that you've been there too, right? You're in the supermarket, you've literally got like a bottle of Coke Zero and a packet of Alpine Alpine Liebes.
Yeah, you're eating bloody Werther's original. And you want to get rid of,
I'm an old
and
man.
you want to get rid of old people.
But no, not all old people.
Werther's would be gone.
Unself-aware old people.
All right,
like
yeah.
this woman was counting out her change like for at least 15 minutes, right? And you're just like,
That's
fuck
me,
it.
I do that.
Fuck it, love, could you not have counted it before you got to the counter? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of had a rough idea what it was going to be, not hold up the whole fucking queue.
Yeah. Well, I kind of see what you mean. I suppose sometimes it can be a little bit annoying, but I don't know, I quite like old people. I like hearing, sometimes they've got some funny attitudes and opinions. Yeah, true, if they're in the middle of the road and you're trying to drive somewhere, just walking.
And here
It's not
it's
the
even
best.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't
I'll
get
tell
me
you
wrong.
one thing I
I
don't-
have a lot of respect for him though. Don't get me wrong. Like, but it's just like, just maybe move out of the way for a little
Just
bit.
get off the road.
Just like between peak hours or something.
We'll
Right?
next time we'll have to lure him off the road with the Werther's with an Alpine Liebe.
Can we at least have a quarantine period where is quarantine the right? But
I tell you, I mean,
a curfew.
I do agree with you in a way, because I remember I used to live next to an old woman here. Well, not here, in Changchun, not in Tianjin, when I lived in another city. And one day I'd fallen off a wall and I'd broken my nose and it injured many, many parts of my body, but I had a big bandage on my nose. And the neighbour was lovely. She was an old lady that lived next door to me, and every time I come out, normally when I came out, she'd like straighten my clothes. You know what I mean? And like she was.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it was really nice. She was always like, "Oh, come here, what are you doing?" And she'd like straighten my clothes. But anyway, I got back to this day after the hospital after I'd broken my nose, and she just, her first instinct was she just grabbed the bandage on my nose, just grabbed it, shook it about a bit, and went, "What have you done here?" And I was like, why would that be your first?
Yeah.
If I see a bandage on someone, my first
It's literally the last thing you're going to touch. Like.
my first instinct is not to grab it, and I was literally coming back from the hospital at that point, and I'm just so that kind of just not thinking.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
And it's just
like,
wanted to grab me all the time for some reason. But
and it's like they always think they're doing something. Like, I know they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart, but it's like,
it can become annoying.
yeah, especially like a 42-year-old man doesn't want to be asked 17 times if he's cold or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or
That sounds like something personal.
yeah.
But, all right. So what's the final decision then? You realise you want to get rid of old people?
Unself-aware old people. People like that basically don't have a clue that they're like. Look, I know if I'm in a bunch of Chinese people, let's say
it's almost
I'll give
like
you an example.
it'll like get them a field, like one of those soft playhouses for kids. Just pop them in there.
Yeah,
let them run around.
Well, a field might be a bad terminology, but like an island or a region or something. Give them a country.
Some kind of paddock.
Give them Canada. Canada seems like a good place for old people. Like.
All right. Well.
No, because
okay.
I'm quite aware. Like, if I'm at a table with 10 Chinese people and my Chinese is crap, I'll just bow. I'll basically go, lads, just talk in Chinese. Don't be trying to speak pidgin English to me because I'm the minority. Go ahead and have fun.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Do you know what I mean? Don't be trying. I don't be like, you should all speak English.
No.
But like some people, that unaware people, will just keep waffling away in English, and then their night is kind of ruined for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm. But like people that are not, I think it doesn't even have to be old people. It's just people who are not aware.
Just anyone we feel like putting in the field. That's it.
It's not quite Room 101.
All right. Well, we'll say yeah. All right. I mean, I'm probably going to agree with most of the things you ever want to put in Room 101. But yeah, but like old people, I was a little bit unsure about. But all right, yeah, unaware people. All right, cool. All right. Next section. All right. We're moving on to the next section, which is the gastro section of the podcast. This is where Jason and I both live in, Tianjin in China. So occasionally we come across some foods, snacks, which might be unfamiliar to those of you in the West or in other countries. They're obviously well liked by the locals because mass produced. You see them everywhere. But there's often a few things that we see which I wonder what the hell that tastes like. So I thought I'd introduce Jason to one of those culinary delights. You ready, mate? How you feeling?
Feeling good. I'll try anything once.
You ready for a snack?
Can't wait.
Well, we'll do this obviously in true food tasting form. We'll discuss the feel of the food, the aroma, the nose, the consistency, the actual taste, and then the finish, the aftertaste. And we'll see if we survive. All right, Jason. This is what I've got for you today, mate.
Oh, I've seen these.
You see this? Yeah. All right, just to explain, this is... I've never tried one of these, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. But it seems to me to be a garden pea flavoured ice lolly. Am I right? Is that right?
Is it garden? Oh my god, I thought it was soya beans. Yeah, you're right. Or some sort of a bean, anyway.
It's an ice lolly that seems to be... The flavour seems to be garden peas. All right, so that's what we're going to try today. I've seen it many times in the local shop there. Just never had the balls to buy one. Well, they've also got Magnums and Cornettos, so I've always been kind of swayed by them. All right, here we go, mate. Are you going first?
Oh,
I've just opened it. It doesn't look great, does it? I'm not going to lie to you.
Let me just get a picture.
It doesn't look like a Magnum. When you open a Magnum, it looks amazing, doesn't it? This kind of looks like something that shouldn't have been frozen and then it was. Or was melted and then refrozen. Should we do the... I guess we don't need to do feel.
Nah, not with this one.
Obviously
it's frozen.
Feels like an ice lolly.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the nose, mate? Try the nose. What's the smell of?
It's like...
The pea.
It's almost like bread. I don't know what...
Yeah, that is a...
I thought to be nothing, right? Because it's frozen.
That's a curious aroma, isn't it?
It's like...
My nose is a bit blocked today.
Not even...
It smells musty.
Yeah, musty. That was the word. Yeah, well musty, like.
It smells like a drawer that you haven't opened for ages.
Exactly. That's exactly... What a delightful smell.
It does, though.
Yeah.
And then you open it and you're like, whoa, what have I kept in here?
Yeah,
I was only looking for a biro. Yeah. Well, I'll shut this, I'll never open it again. Yeah. That's what it smells like to me.
Yeah.
It smells like one of my
Give
drawers.
another go off it.
That's
exactly it, yeah.
It's an interesting
Or if you haven't been in your house for like a month.
Yeah.
And you walk in and
you come back off holiday and the windows are open.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells like a pea lolly in here.
Should I...
So that's the aroma. Because I guess I probably should have unwrapped this a little bit earlier. It's going to be frozen, isn't it? Anyway, it's time to eat it.
But it's supposed to be frozen, isn't it?
I know, but it might be too hard. I'll try it. Jason's about to bite it. Just bite it.
Oh, Jesus, it is like a rock.
I know, it's been in the freezer. Just bite it. Oh, he's bitten it. Oh, what's it look like inside? Oh, the same. It's just a lump of... It looks like a lump of mushy peas, doesn't it? That's just like that colour, isn't it? A frozen mushy pea bar. What's it like, mate?
It's actually not bad.
I knew you were going to say that. It can't be on sale if it tastes horrible, can it? When you've bitten it, the smell is even more pronounced.
It doesn't taste like it smells, or it doesn't taste like it smells.
I'm going to try some now.
It's quite sweet and it's unoffensive, really, to be honest.
I don't like that.
It's a bit, yeah, but...
To be honest, it does taste like peas. And it tastes like...
There's a hint of pea in there, like...
Yeah, it's like...
Not pea as if in your eye, no.
It tastes really sweet, like, sort of... Like sweetened milk.
Yeah.
Peas.
Yeah, like it's like almost like condensed milk, frozen condensed milk.
I don't like that at all.
No, it's I wouldn't buy it again, like, but it's not... I wouldn't be, like, vomiting on the ground, like...
Is it garden peas?
I think it's some sort of bean, mate, to be honest. Like them, it's not soya beans, some other one.
Green beans.
Could be.
What about the aftertaste? It's a bit chalky, isn't it?
Chalky. And also...
I'm still eating it.
Yeah, you don't like it, but you're tacking into that.
I just want to make sure. I don't like waste. Yeah, it's too sweet. Doesn't taste anything like
it's
peas.
very, very
I don't
sweet.
think it is peas. I'm glad I actually bought it because it's not peas, is it?
No, I don't think it's peas.
I thought it was just garden pea flavour, but it's something else. I guess it's like, yeah, fuck knows.
We can get a translation on that.
Anyway, not bad.
Not bad.
for the
I was
first one.
expecting a lot worse, to be honest.
Right, well, I've got one more thing.
Oh,
I've got a couple more things actually, but I'll just have this one more thing. This is a bag of crisps.
see, after it lingers. That sorry, just to say, it fucking, it's not going away. Like it's I thought I only took a tiny little nibble now, to be honest with you, because I'm watching me figure.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, it was all right. It was just yeah, it was too sweet. Actually, I'm just happy to find out it wasn't peas. I really thought it was peas, and it wasn't. The next thing is a bag of crisps, and
I've seen these.
some people might think this is all right actually, but
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had these before.
are they good?
Yeah, I like them. I'm pretty sure you won't.
I've never tried these, but I suppose they're spicy crayfish flavour crisps. They have got some other weird flavours, which we'll try on other shows, but I've never tried these. But it wouldn't be something that I'd choose. Mm-hmm. But I guess you say they're alright.
You're not a seafoody guy.
Well, I like prawn cocktail.
I think you might be pleasantly surprised.
Let's have a go. I nearly ate them last night, actually, while I was waiting. We're going to go
Aroma,
hungry.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah, aroma first. Yeah, that's a little bit off-putting. It's like too fishy.
Yeah, if you could see his face.
Yeah. It's better than the pea lolly, that's
Give
for
it a
sure.
go. I quite like that. It's like paprika with like fishy kind of a smell. It's not bad. I don't think that's bad at all.
Consistency, obviously, crisps.
Crisps.
And let me have a go. I'm sure it'll be alright. Oh, it is prawn and cocktail.
Yeah, pretty much like. Give us some.
Oh, they're fine.
They are delicious.
Yeah, they're good.
I could happily eat them all day.
Oh, it does just taste like prawn cocktail. I guess any kind of seafood flavour is the same, isn't it?
No, there is another. There's
that's good.
there's a crab version as well or something. I think it's crab. They are disgusting. Because as soon as you open it, it smells like you're a fucking fishmonger. Like people are running. Like you can see, even Chinese people are looking at you, going, "Oh my god, what did he just open?" Like,
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, I'm glad. I mean, I'd never bought those crayfish crisps, and I probably will now. Pea lolly?
No,
Sling your up.
he can go into the field with the old people.
I'm done with the pea lollies. That's it forever. All right, that's food done. Gastro section.
Alright, so the next section is called TikTok review. So basically I've been talking to Finn a lot about TikTok, and Finn is really new to the whole world of social media as such.
I'm new to the internet.
Yeah. He's new to electricity. So I'm kind of trying to introduce Finn into TikTok and show him what it's all about. I'm not saying that I'm a big lover of TikTok, but I spend a couple of hours.
I know it's pretty
week.
popular. I've read the name in the news, and I have obviously seen TikTok videos, but only the ones you've shown me.
Yeah, or sent you. Yeah,
That's it.
No, I will say, the first one I'm going to show you is basically what 95% of TikTok is some random bird just dancing.
What's the idea of TikTok?
It's like very short videos, but like they're between like 10 seconds to 30 seconds, pretty
Why
much
is
max.
it any different than just like, I don't know, putting a video on WeChat or
YouTube or something? It's more. I think it's different because it's interesting how people have got creative with that little 10 to 30 seconds.
So there's a time limit.
I know. I've seen longer ones, but it seems like most people. I'm sure there is a limit. You can't put it on like an hour video.
Second culture.
Yeah, but it's. I think there used to be one before Vine, but then it died as well. I think that was limited to 10 seconds or something. And again, it was quite interesting to see how people got creative with that 10 seconds.
How people use a 10-second video. I suppose that's...
These ones are a bit longer, some of them. But like I say, no, like you have to trawl through a lot of random pretty girls just dancing to the scream, which
It's probably a symbol of like our society sort of decline and
into
concentration
span.
Yeah, but
that's
focus.
exactly it. Because you find yourself, you will end up spending, like, let's say, 30 minutes to an hour, but you're just flick. You're not.
That's it. Nobody can be asked.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a bit the same. I've noticed if someone sends me a video on WeChat, it says 4 minutes 20. I'm like, fuck that.
That's like a fucking feature film.
That's my entire life. 4 minutes 20. If I get to the end of that and that's no good. I
think you're right. I think it is a sign that we have like declined into. We have the memory span of a toddler nowadays. Yeah. I believe that's true. Yeah.
I reckon in the future novels will be like 1.5 pages long.
Yeah. I don't even think I could get through a page, to be honest with you. Can you put some emojis in that, please?
Alright, so what are you going to do today?
So the first one, I'll just show you what 90% of it is basically these type of ones.
Go on then. Let's have a look. Well, she looks nice.
Real fun.
But like,
that's it.
90% TikTok is that, basically, right?
Why do people want to watch that? I mean, apart from she's attractive. Is that it?
Yeah, I picked that one because I thought it was quite humorous the way she's just doing the same movement. But there's other ones that are probably a bit more, let's say, provocative or what. There's no taking clothes off now or anything like that, because that's not.
That is amazing to me. And and I know this is popular around the world, isn't it? People just watch that all day. People just watch that all day.
There's like Donald Trump is he's talking about banning it in America because they're saying that they're spies or something like that. So now they're basically, TikTok have to sell. It's Chinese. TikTok now have to sell to a US company, or else they're going to get completely blocked in America. So it's huge, like it's
I know it's huge. I hear about it all the time, but it's just amazing to me that. How long was that video?
It's
14 seconds.
14 seconds of.
Real fun.
But who's the viewers?
She probably has like a couple of thousand followers. Like
who? Other women, men,
yeah, men, dodgy lads.
Does she put more videos than that?
Yeah. She just like you can follow each person then, and they have. It's like
how many videos does she have of her doing that?
Let me check.
This is the most fucking ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like most of those videos now, I won't even go through the 12 seconds. I'm like, gone, next. Because
so you can't even manage 12 seconds?
No, but of that, like, why would you want to watch 12 seconds of that? Like,
what do you do when you get on TikTok? What do you do? They just rap videos pop up and you just have to randomly watch them?
You just go like that, yeah. They just your followers, that once you follow somebody, that goes into one section, and you can watch the people that you're following.
All right.
And then the other one, there's just a section of like your feed basically, and you just flick through them, and it's. Like I don't know why. I got my wife on it recently. She wasn't on it, and now every time I look at her, she's looking at it. Like, it's crazy.
I guess it can be quite addictive because it's only 9 seconds, so you think, wow, the next thing could be amazing. The next thing I look at could be amazing, but it's obviously not gonna be.
No, but that's a thing.
It's gonna be another bird in hot pants.
There are a couple of gems. There are a couple of gems in there for sure, but it is basically like gold mining. You kind of dig, then you find one. You're like, hey, you send it to all your friends. Well, then you dig again.
I remember because your son. How old is he?
He's 5.5, 6.
He showed me a couple of videos that were pretty funny. They were just of people like exploding fruit.
Yeah. I don't have him today, but I'll bring
a mad guy just hurting himself.
I'm keeping him for a little bit down the road, but I'll keep him for next week maybe. There's a few that I actually do thoroughly enjoy. I don't have many today, but.
I mean, I don't know if that means that I know I've maybe got the same sense of humour as a 5.5-year-old, but I was like, yeah.
No, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious myself. Like,
have you got any others to show me?
Yeah, I have a few more here. Like, no, then so out of the rest of the 10%, then you have a lot of guys. I noticed there's a lot of like Slavic lads doing almost like jackass stuff.
Right.
which is quite funny, like. So here's
Is there one coming up?
Yeah.
Here we go. I mean, bloody hell. So he just put... Yeah, that is...
I enjoy those ones. Like, I mean, why?
Well, I mean, there's something like infectious about hearing somebody else laughing their head off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And obviously they're mates, and he's probably just...
And then there's a lot of...
He's obviously the local clown, isn't it? Just like, go on, mate.
I think
we'll make a video of it, do it. You know what I mean? It's the reaction, I think.
Yeah, it's so brilliant. Funny. Then there's like...
Okay, again, well, I think I mean, it's still ridiculous, but I think I preferred that one to Hot Pants.
Yeah.
So,
but that's my point. Like, you have to get through a lot of hot pants to get to the I won't say that was... There's better than that out there.
To get through a lot of hot pants to find your Russian prince.
And then you have just like random, like huge lad decides to run and take a jump in a pool.
Good grief.
And then a bit of slow motion. Wow. I don't know why I find that fascinating, but it is fascinating.
Oh God. The world is just... Society's gone.
But then there's then lads...
I can see how you could, all of a sudden, you'd be like, oh shit, I've been looking at this for 8 hours.
Yeah. That's what happens, like. I'm pretty sure I left my baby fall off a table one time because I wasn't watching him, because I was watching a Slavic lad like drink a beer or something like that.
Danny probably loved it after watching them videos. He's like, oh yeah, we should have filmed it.
I was trying to find out, none of them are that really creative. I found one, like, this isn't the most creative one, but I like what he's kind of done here. Like, he basically, he's taken some of the clips, the lower part is, it might be a famous TikTok video, and he's just basically took the top half of the screen, and he does the facial expressions instead.
All right.
So it's not the most creative one. I couldn't find, but I was trying to find one this morning. But like, I think his facial expressions are pretty good. Like. Do you know what I mean? I have another one of him as well.
I quite like that one. Yeah, that was alright. Yeah.
He has another one here as well.
He was well into it. Oh, he does a lot of these.
Yeah, this is basically his thing, like. I think that's pretty creative.
What, I mean, his is good, but what's the other video about? It's just a dude counting money.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know that is the first one was like it's like a hard candy. They're chopping it up.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
that's like a skill.
Yeah, exactly. But I must try to source whatever that video is, because maybe she or
he's probably wearing like a clown.
Yeah,
face.
or pulling some weird faces or something like that.
But then it'd be the same as his video.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you know, I'm just getting into.
I just like the way
I'm just getting into TikTok, so I'm just.
And then there's these.
I still can't believe it.
These ones like these are almost like hypnotic. I could watch these slow motion videos for hours on end. There's
I think I've seen a few of these, like when they shoot something through a balloon full of paint and stuff.
Oh man, this thing, like, this one is superb. Like, I think it is anyway.
Yeah, I do like these. That's amazing, isn't it?
And things happen, and you're just like, it's like this, the way it just comes out like that now. That's unbelievable. Like, and like even the sound and everything. Like those ones, I think that like they've put in a bit of effort there with that one. You know what I mean?
Well, you have to be quite creative to think about what you could. I mean, all they've got is a colander, and it just looks mint, doesn't it?
Yeah. So like, there's a lot of that on it. So like I say, you have to kind of.
Well, those things I've seen before, and I do like those things. I have to say.
Well, that's what I'm on about digging. Like, you have to go digging through a lot of stuff to find. But then there's other lads, which I'll introduce you to next week, that are... There's they almost do like, it's almost like a little story, and it kind of develops as each video comes out, which is also very, very good. And I just think what they've done, like I'm actually pretty impressed with like a lot of the Chinese ones, how actually creative they are with like they're only and like the production of some of them is excellent, and they're only using like iPhones or camera phones or whatever else, and a few other things.
All right, well, I'm not entirely convinced, but I did like the slow motion ones. Mm-hmm. It would be nice to see some like crossovers. Like it would be nice to see her together with the guy with charcoal on his head.
It does happen. They also can go live as well. That's another thing. Maybe not charcoal, but like the Chinese. Kind of,
no one knows where he is.
They go live sometimes, and there's another girl I'll introduce you to as well. She's like, I love to have her in the pub because she seems like a fucking roaring alcoholic. Like all she does is like down Baijiu and beers and stuff like that.
I think I might have seen that as well.
But she did a crossover with another lad that I liked one day. They were just live talking. I don't know what they were talking about, but it was pretty cool.
All right. Well,
some of them do crossovers. They do crossovers.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's almost
so
like
you'd be interested. You'd be open to having another session next week.
I'll watch a few more TikTok videos. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for the introduction to TikTok.
Cool.
Right then, final section is news story of the week. We thought each week we'd have a look at a news story, maybe of interest or funny, and discuss it. I'm going to go first. This one is actually quite close to my heart. This one's about delivery drivers in China. It's a massive industry. They've got a couple of food delivery companies, I think. I order food almost every day, I reckon. And it's brilliant. For the most part, it is brilliant. But there's a new article out recently that says that the drivers are in a lot of danger because algorithms have been developed and they're penalised for, even being a minute or two late of the 30 minutes that it's supposed to take, and this is causing them to, break traffic laws and put themselves in danger. And there's been a lot of, injuries or deaths and. Yeah, I just think that's awful. I think that's terrible because I'd guess you order food sometimes as well. Everyone does, don't they?
Yeah, we use it. Maybe not every day, but we use it maybe at least once a week anyway. And I find it. I class these lads like policemen and firemen. Like they're up there with like public servants. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I can't believe that the companies are pushing them to go faster and harder because. Sometimes they deliver the food within 25 to 30 minutes.
I don't know who, because a company, surely there must have, who's complaining about these people?
I think it's just companies, because I guess the companies want to make more money every day, right? So
they're saying like, this company, so like, we can deliver it faster than your company.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, right, more food delivered, they have to get a fee for your food as well. So the more that gets delivered.
Well, I think, like I said, I just think, one of the best things about this country is how they've cracked like delivery services. It is amazing, and like
just for people that don't live in China, like you can literally get any food,
any tiny little restaurant,
even McDonald's, 7-Eleven will deliver you an iced coffee. Anything, literally anything you can think of.
Basically, any shop that's on the street, you can find someone to go and get something from it. Whereas I think in England it is happening, but not everyone's involved in it. Here it's like every single, I can get fruit delivered from the local fruit market.
Eggs, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then like any restaurant you can possibly think of will deliver your food right to your door.
Yeah, anyway, I hate, because one thing I've noticed is when you're walking around, the delivery drivers, they are a bit lethal, aren't they?
Yeah, but see,
they're coming up from all angles, this
is
now
a 50-50 for me.
Now I understand why.
Yeah, I do too, because before I was like, them delivery drivers are psychos, because I cycle a lot, and these guys are normally on electric bikes, and then they'll be like cutting across you and cutting. But now I get it, right? Because they also only get a little fee for each delivery, so they're trying to.
I'm actually friends with a delivery driver.
Yeah, you were telling me.
No, he used to work in a bar where I used to go and drink.
Okay.
And now he's changed his job, and now he's a delivery driver. And the other day, this, a guy in the full kit with the visor on and the little ears or whatever, and they've got on their helmet.
Yeah.
He just came running to me and went, all right. And I was like, bloody hell, because you don't expect like a delivery driver to come and talk to you, do you? And then he took off his helmet. It was this dude. We went and had a game of pool the next day, because he used to like playing pool too. And I was asking him about it, and they have to provide a lot of things
and like I feel
themselves, and they don't get a lot of money for
I feel so
each
sorry
delivery.
for them, because like also like most people live in high-rise apartments here, and the elevator systems are quite shite, right? There is either a key system or something, so they have to call you, and you're playing yo-yo with them going up and down the elevator, and like I think, to be honest with you, they should just say like, will you come downstairs and get it? I don't think it's a big deal for a person to go down.
Well, during the virus, when you had to go out to the gates to get it, I bet they loved that.
Yeah, and there is a cheeky odd one, like, also, it's down by the gate, and he's like, no, you have to bring it up. You're like, yeah, I'm already gone, see you later.
Well, like I said, I mean, for all, occasionally obviously there'll be mistakes, or sometimes if you order a pizza, they might not realise you have to keep that flat.
Yeah.
So when it arrives, but in general, I want these companies to start. I would like them to start treating these delivery drivers a bit better. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what they. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what they do. Their service. They're ridiculous. I see them like literally sprinting through my apartment complex.
Yeah.
They're also not allowed to drive their bikes into the apartment complex.
Which must be so, like, so it's almost like, what was that game where
so they have to park the bike, then they have to sprint to the bloody building, then they have to work out the elevator stuff, which is
it's
all
like
done
a
by
fucking
cars.
triathlon. They're doing a triathlon.
It's like,
every
do
day
you
of the
remember
week,
what was that thing called with Annika Rice?
That was the one I was trying to think of, where she's
like
in the
that.
helicopter.
Is it called the Krypton Factor?
No, that was another one. I'll think
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Treasure Hunt.
Yeah, Treasure Hunt. I think that's what it was.
Anyways, I'm all for delivery drivers. I love them.
Like, they're so sound. I think you should tell him the story about the McDonald's lad.
Well, that's different. He was the McDonald's man.
Yeah, but he's still kind of a them poor fellas. I feel sorry for.
Well, there's so many stories about them. But one day I would quite often order McDonald's and then fall asleep before they got there. And
this may not be the first time that happened as well.
No, definitely not. And but one day I fell asleep, but I'd left my front door open because it was like a shared doorbell, so I didn't want to disturb the neighbour. So I ordered McDonald's and I lay on my bed and left the door open so he wouldn't ring the doorbell. And then I woke up in the morning, and it was about 9:30, and I knew something was wrong. I'm like, I've forgotten to do something. I know I have. And then I was in my bedroom, and I looked to my right, and there was a McDonald's bag on my desk in my bedroom, and 100 R&B note that I'd left had gone, and there was some change underneath it. And so the McDonald's guy, the delivery guy, had actually been in my bedroom without me knowing, and I'd been asleep on my bed. And he'd taken the money, he'd left the change, and taken and left the food, which was brilliant because then I ate it for breakfast. And just thought, I looked around, everything was still there. And then 2 weeks later, when he turned up, I ordered again. And when he opened the door, he was like, "Oh, I came here last time." He said, I was like, "Oh, it was you." He said, "Yeah." He said, "I came in your bedroom. I tried to wake you up, but you wouldn't wake up." So he was obviously like rocking me on my bed as well. And he said, "I couldn't wake you up, so I just left the food." I'm like, "That's fine." And then he closed the door on the way out. He didn't steal anything. They're a good bunch, these delivery drivers.
Legends. I remember you sent me a picture one day, and some lad had left it hanging on the door outside. Was that you?
That happened. That's quite common.
Yeah.
That's quite common. If they can, I'm surprised he could get up in the elevator, because normally you can't get up because you need a card, but somehow he did.
Oh, they're so fit, they probably ran up the stairs like
24th floor. Yeah. But one day, and then one more thing happened. That once I'd ordered a pizza, and it was pretty late, and the guy was calling me, and I couldn't understand fully what he was saying, but I know he was saying, "I'm going to be late." He said, "I've had a problem with my bike." So I didn't know exactly what it was. I said, "Okay, what can you do?" And then he got there, and when the elevator door opened, he was like all cut. His arm was all,
Oh shit, he was after coming off the bike, was he?
Yeah, I said, "Did you fall off your bike?" And he was like, "Yeah," but he just kept saying, "I'm so sorry, I'm late. I'm so sorry, I'm late." I'm like, "It doesn't." I even said, "Do you want to come in? Maybe you want a glass of water, or I'll give you a plaster or something." He was like, no, I've got to go. I'm just really sorry. I'm like, just forget it. this is the kind of pressure these guys are under.
I feel so bad.
He's actually like injured himself. Obviously, he'd broken his bike. It did take him quite. He'd obviously had to like, or maybe he had to get a lift off someone else. I don't know what he did, but he still came with my pizza. It was cold.
Yeah, so we're just saying like, big companies, fucking take it easy on these guys.
We love these guys.
They're already doing a fantastic job. They don't need more pressure. They're delivering food to millions of people every day.
It does say that some of them now are going to add a thing where you can voluntarily say, I don't mind if it's 10 minutes late.
Okay.
Or they won't penalise drivers who've had like good history.
Okay.
Which is a good thing. But to be honest, I think you should. Maybe the good idea would be to give them
incentives.
More rewards rather than punishments.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like if you deliver it, you get 10% more or 20% more.
Or in fact, just not even like, you know. But I don't want them to. It's endangering their lives, isn't it? That's the thing.
It is for sure, and not only their lives but other lives as well, because they're going to knock down a small kid or something like that, or
exactly,
drive over an old person that's not being put in the field yet.
So it needs to be thought about, but I think the punishments need to stop because, you know, they don't make. There's not like they're making a fortune anyway, and then if they hit someone. Well, it'd be terrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
so.
shocking.
All right, that's a news story.
Lay off the delivery drivers.
Yeah, give him a chance, all right?
Yeah.
All right, that's the news story of the week. All right, that's it for this week. Thanks a lot to Jason.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for introducing me to TikTok.
Oh, yeah, I have many, many more to give you.
I can't wait. And spicy, let's have a quick recap. Spicy crayfish crisps.
Which I'm going to finish in a few minutes.
Are awesome. Yeah, you've been digging into them while we've been recording this.
Pea ice cream, or whatever ice cream that was, not so good.
Pea ice cream, no. And let's look after our delivery drivers.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing to do.
Maybe once in a while give them a little tip or something just to make them feel better.
Yeah. And I guess old people.
Unself-aware old people.
Sorry, mate. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so that's that. That's this week done.
Cool.
See you later.
Bye bye.